Oh snap, time to read some fan mail. I got some fan mail. I'm hyping, motherfucker. Let's see what it says. Oh, I got some fan mail. I got some fan mail. I got Here's a guy with free time. This episode of One Punch Man, yet again, phenomenal. Absolutely amazing, incredible episode of One fucking Punch Man. From the shit, the genocide that happened to Genos, the shit with Moomin Rider, everything, the art, the animation, Saitama, and I love how it took something that, it was really comedy based. Everything about, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not comedy based with One Punch Man, but it started off really like, well, how far is this series gonna go as far as seriousness go? Like, is it gonna ever get to the point where, like, can you take things, serious at all? Or is it just gonna be one big gag fest? And it's gotten to the point where it's really focusing on public perception and how things can't always be what they seem, and just the reaction of heroes and making it in a realistic world and everything. Like, it's just insane to see how much One Punch Man in such a short amount of time has changed for the better. It took still keeping its core of comedy and funniness and everything, but making a serious nature to it as well. And that's what I love so much about it. So the beginning with Genos getting owned by the Deep Sea King. Dude, honestly, Genos looks straight up like the Terminator. Like, his face half melted off and everything. Like, that was an insane fight. The art and animation, oh my gosh, there was so many still shots. I was like, this looks amazing, this looks amazing, this looks amazing. Like, Madhouse, you godlike motherfuckers, you just made that shit look absolutely amazing. And poor fucking Genos. But I gotta show you the difference in motherfuckers if Genos and S-Class still got annihilated by the Deep Sea King. I honestly thought that Genos was gonna do some pretty good damage to him and ultimately either almost finish this off or something, but like, it was nothing. Genos did shit to him. He got one good blow in and it didn't do much to him and he healed from it and called it a day. And Genos like, oh my gosh, the Deep Sea King, the greatest threat thus far in the One Punch Man verse. And it was just absolutely insane that he owned Genos in S-Class. And that's his classification as well. Like, he's not a god or anything like that. I think, what was he, a dragon level? Something along the lines of that. He's still a decent threat. And it's just like, if Genos couldn't handle this motherfucker, then if there's somebody even stronger than that, Genos isn't going to be any help. And then the shit with Moomin Rider, honestly, that was just that 100% no matter what. Even though I'm the underdog, even though people may laugh at me, I am going to give it my all. Such an inspiring speech. And I mean, you never thought with fucking Moomin Rider, licenseless Rider, was gonna do some shit like that. That was insane. I mean, granted, yeah, in the end, fight-wise, he got absolutely annihilated. It was, he didn't do shit to him, but just the inspiration and the hope that he gave to people. And he did, in a sense, at least buy time for Saitama to show up. And just all the respect in the world. Moomin Rider, you may not be the strongest or whatever, but what he has, Saitama doesn't have. He has the passion and the way to inspire people. He has the drive in him to change shit, as far as just like showing people, no matter even if I'm garbage or whatever, I'm still gonna give it my all. While Saitama, he has no aspirations, he doesn't give a fuck, but he has the strength. They have what the other one doesn't, so it's kind of interesting to see that while he's not the strongest cat in the fight or whatever, ultimately Moomin Rider has something that Saitama doesn't have. And I would love to see at the end of the series, Moomin Rider have something that Saitama completely can never get. And that's, like, I guess gonna be to do with his inspiration and everything. Like, I doubt it'll ever happen, but it would really be cool for Moomin Rider to become S-Class someday, because he deserves it. He's fucking awesome. Like, this episode even took a low-class, weak motherfucker, and even though he couldn't do shit in the fight, made him amazing and epic. And honestly, the shit with Saitama sacrificing his reputation for the other S-Classes like Genos and everything, that was insane. I did not see that coming. Character development right there, or just showing more of his characterization of what type of person Saitama truly is. He does care about Genos, and he will sacrifice his reputation and look like a cheating piece of shit, which I honestly think they did an amazing job at everybody constantly coming at Saitama saying that he's a cheat, he's a fraud and everything, because it was genuinely upsetting me throughout the episode of everybody that kept on talking shit about Saitama. He's a cheater, he's a fraud, he's this, he's that, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, he's amazing, what are you talking about? So Madhouse did a great job, and of course the source material as well, of demonstrating how stupid people can be because of perception. Perception is such a strong thing that as amazing as Saitama is, he's a good guy, he's the strongest there is, ultimately he can look like a fucking asshole and he can look like shit because of perception. And advancement, you gotta think to yourself, any other series would not do in 9 episodes have him go from the bottom of C to a B class. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, sometimes it'll take 40 episodes, 30 episodes just to get to the top of C or whatever, and in 9, he's already a B. So that's really awesome progression in that part as well of the story, and just seeing the organization or whatever, or the people at the top of the exams or whatnot, noticing, yeah, Saitama is on some other level. And the stuff with the fan mail, honestly, is fucking hilarious, because, like, first of all, the hate shit, it's hilarious. I mean, I deal with it, a lot of people deal with it, where you get hate mail and you just think to yourself, like, yeah, you got no fucking life, do you? But then at the same time, Moomin Rider sending him that letter, and the last little scene, the art looked so gorgeous there as well, where they were having ramen and everything, and just seeing like 2 heroes, one based of strength, one based of heart together. Like, it's just really, I don't know, it's just, I guess, honestly, one of the biggest things about this is just morals, and just kind of looking at it again. Perception is a very strong thing. I know I've said that already a couple different times in this review, but it's totally true, because, like, everything that happened. And then the setup at the ending, though. Like, we even had a great setup amongst everything. Awesome action, awesome morals, awesome progression and everything. But then an amazing setup at the end as well, with the old lady talking about the world is gonna end and everything. Like, I'm curious, is this gonna be God level threat? Are we finally gonna reach that point? Honestly, 10 out of 10 for this episode. It was amazing, amazing to see the strongest look like crap and the weakest look amazing, and yet they both are good people. It's just perception. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode, though. How did you feel about Moomin Rider? It honestly almost made me teary-eyed to see something like that. Also, Genos getting fucked up. What do you think about that? Saitama one punch in the Deep Sea King. Like, is anybody able to take this man's punch, or is it truly that he is the One Punch Man? Nobody can stop him. And if he does get a hero name, by the way, I'm assuming it's going to be the One Punch Man. That has to be his hero name. I mean, it makes so much sense. Your overall thoughts of the episode: 10 out of 10. Amazing, amazing, amazing. One Punch Man is probably, like, I don't see anything. I'd have to go back to the earlier parts of the year, but I don't think anything is nowhere near the level of quality that One Punch Man brought forth. The comedy, action, everything about it is like, One Punch Man is taking it for 2015, baby. Your overall thoughts, but that's all I have for this reaction/review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm Finette World, and as always, people, have an awesome day.